What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. This is Synergy here, and today I present to you the installation tutorial of Need for Speed Most Wanted Revamp edition created by Assassin's Tales. He did a very good job with this particular mod. I played a bunch of different Need for Speed mods, and if you're ever looking for a mod that actually has great graphics, add-ons to cars, add-ons to story, and a bunch of other particular features, this is the mod to be able to download. And lucky for you, I actually have installation tutorial here that could be able to help you get the best or at least the most out of your gameplay experience. I played this whenever I had a chance because I've been busy with work, but for the most part I actually really did enjoy it. You know, again, shout out, credits to Assassin's Tales for creating this for us, and I just wanted to be able to share this with you, and hopefully I could be able to be of use to you guys when it comes to the installation process. So without further ado, we are actually going to get started. So to get started, I'm actually going to leave the link in the description for the Google Docs page to download the Revamp mod for Most Wanted. It's as simple as clicking on it. It will lead you to a Google Drive page. Once you're actually done installing it, it's actually going to look a little bit like this. It's as easy as you clicking on it, whether you have 7-zip or WinRAR, and you drag it to your desktop or whatever destination you want to, or you extract it a different particular way. And once it's actually done installing, it should definitely look like this for sure. So this folder is obviously going to pop up. It's going to have everything in there. You don't have to really worry about it. Just make sure that you guys actually see if everything's there. They also have an AMD fix folder. But one of the first things that you're actually going to do is set your resolution. Now, keep in mind it's always going to be your resolution of your monitor. Mine is 1600 by 900. Set it to that. And then the next thing that you're actually going to do is do the window mode. I keep it on border so I can have control of the rest of my desktop. And also as well too with the button layout, if you're using Xbox, it's 1. And if you're using PlayStation, it's 2, but I leave it as 0. Another thing as well too is the shadow. So sometimes like the shadow, if you don't have a great graphics card, you just set it to 1024, and that should be that for that particular ordeal. And before we actually get into this next step, I just want to keep in mind that if you want to be able to use all cars, make sure that you guys create a new alias to be able to use unlock all things, or at least to enable all the particular vehicles. I know in the previous versions of the Revamp edition mod, you obviously had to do that. You technically had no choice but to do that, but I'm sure it's just as simple as you doing this before you actually go into this particular area, which is in extra options in the scripts folder. And what you're going to do is that you're going to go to gameplay. You're going to scroll all the way down to gameplay, and you're going to put unlock all things and set it to 1. As for the show all FE ordeal, just leave it at 0, because the extra stuff into the game just adds traffic cars and a lot of unnecessary vehicles. You don't necessarily need that. That's not necessarily needed for that. And once you save this there, because always remember to save it, then you're going to be able to press F5 and you're going to unlock all things, and you're going to have 80 vehicles here, as you can see. It's just pretty simple as that. You just keep unlock all things set to 1, and show constants at FE to 0, just so that way it doesn't overlap anything. The next area that we're actually going to go into is the graphic settings. So if you don't have a beefy PC, I recommend setting these particular settings the way I have it. Or if you want to, just take full analyzation and set it to 0. Take a visual treatment and set it to low, and keep everything else as is. The shadow quality should always be set to high, but if you can't, again, your graphics card can't handle it, which I'm not sure why I wouldn't, you would just set it to that. And then once you're done with these particular settings, you just basically save it, close it, and then start the game up. Also as well too, just to keep in mind that if that doesn't work, you can just press advance in the game, go to the video settings, press advance, and then if you want to be able to try out these particular settings, again, full screenization off, visual treatment set to low, over bright set to off, and keep everything else as is. Also, for the property settings, or at least the compatibility settings for this game, you're going to go to the properties, of course, and you're going to apply these particular settings. You either try out Vista XP2 or 3, whichever actually definitely works, but you try XP2 for starters, and then apply and then start the game. If you run through any particular problems, just be sure to write in the comment section, and I'll be able to assist you as best as I could. But I hope that you actually find this installation tutorial useful. I'm sorry that I'm not really the best when it comes to doing full detail installation tutorials. I really do try my best, but I wanted to do this because I feel like there's a lot of people who are not necessarily on the latest graphics cards, or at least the latest hardware. And I know sometimes, especially where we're at currently, it could be tough to actually get yourself a suitable or a beefy PC, depending on if you save up or not. And I think that that's always going to be very important. Also, before I actually forget, please be sure to subscribe to Assassin's Tales. He's a great content creator. I love his content. He's actually the maker of this Revamp mod. If you guys have not subscribed to his channel, be sure to do so. He has a lot of great content out there. I think it's always important that we try our best to show these people as much love as possible, because they take their time out of their day to be able to give us not just only content for these particular video creations, but their work. And I think their work should always be honored. Sometimes I also believe that some of these particular individuals who create these particular mods, at least to me, they should be put, you know, a bit higher, because, you know, the company EA doesn't care for Most Wanted. They're not trying to do no remastered, and they don't really care about those things. So anyways, this is Synergy signing off. Yeah, guys, enjoy the mod. Peace out. Take it easy.